Intertropical convergence zone above equator, location where a jumble of twin hemispheric forces power northern winds southwest, while southern winds rush headlong north, collide. Tropic heat below drives air mass up to 50,000 feet above Atlantic Ocean, splits apart the trade winds, breeding constant anvil-headed thunderclouds made of supercooling fog with hardly any lightning, grouping into squall lines known as mesoscale convection systems. Seasoned airline pilots cruising normal altitude at 35,000 feet plan their ways to navigate up, around, or through this radar red surrounding black spot menace. Passengers may feel storm turbulence, be warned to stay in belted seat, unnerved but feeling sure this roller coaster ride's routine. Air France Airbus 744 disappeared here 2:14 a.m. when a final automated signal was emitted. Weeks later, searchers found some floating fuselage and body parts scattered 2 debris fields 50 miles apart. Nowadays, investigators have arrays of high-tech tools to analyze what happened. Weather satellites show thunderhead locations plotted to the minutes of projected flight. Automated messages that reported systems threats, then failures, silence. Logs from pilots internationally who've navigated this and other wild terrains of air and space. NTSB science on minutiae of other airline mishaps and their victims' autopsies. Even if they never find the flight recorders in those under-ocean mountains where the Airbus dropped, forensic scientists can speculate on probabilities. If composite layered parts of airframe froze, weakened over years of service, came apart in turbulence at altitude. If the pitot tubes to measure planes' velocity clogged with ice. If pilots thought the turbulence they felt was thunderstorm instead of fatal oscillation from the shock of reaching supersonic speed, missing flight recorders stored the truthful data. No, the Airbus Corporation people need believe their plane broke up on impact with the sea, as they announced. Corporate survival threat of liability involved. If the manufacturer needs to test and then replace each delaminated part on every plane, or ground them, this would decimate their stock price, profits, future sales. Must be blamed on weather, pilot error. But dead men told a different tale. Skeletons with battered limbs and fractured hips, no flame-charred flesh, seawater not inhaled to drowning lungs, frames unclothed, imply some seat-belted bodies suffocated, sucked through breach subsonic speed, where air blasts stripped the airborne frozen corpses, drifted relatively slowly down from cruising altitude, like hail or maple seeds, compared to leaden fuselage. The trade winds caught the human airfoils.